Coming up in this month's SITREP, I'm going to take a look back over the month of December and share with you what Scotties did to make sure that our members felt supported during the Christmas period. And if you stick around to the very end, I'm going to be sharing some really exciting exclusive news. Happy New Year, everyone. It's so great to be back after the Christmas break. During December, the team were really busy setting all the goals and the targets for 2023, finalising the budgets and pulling together our calendar of activities. So I think we're all raring to go, excited to be back and want to get started on those plans. In next month's SITREP, I'm going to talk through our aims for 2023 with you guys so that you, as supporters, can come along on the journey with us and help us to achieve those goals. So I thought I'd use this SITREP though to provide a bit of an update on what Scotties did to make sure that our members felt supported during last month, especially during the Christmas period. Christmas is such a special time of year, and I personally love Christmas. I love spending time with my family, seeing my children smiling, having fun. That's what Christmas is all about for me. I make sure the laptop's tucked away for a week and I spend as much time as possible with my family. If I'm being completely honest, Christmas has probably never been the same since 2009 when Lee was killed. You know, someone special is missing and that can be really difficult and emotional. And it's a time when I think the media portray, you know, lots of happy families all coming together to celebrate, which is challenging. It's a challenging concept for bereaved families to comprehend when someone in their life has died. I think for us as a family, we've learned over the years of our own special way to honour Lee's memory at Christmas. And it's hard because you want to enjoy the day, but you're also very aware that someone special isn't there with you. And it can turn into that like elephant in the room feeling, you know, which is why I think a couple of years ago, I actually sat down with Kai and Brooke and we talked about what we wanted to do on Christmas because it always came and it was always awkward. And actually we talked about Lee, talked about Christmas, how we all felt, and the three of us came up with an idea that we could start and almost like starting a new tradition that we all felt comfortable with. And it is our own way of making sure that Lee is still part of our day. And I actually wrote a blog about this as I thought it might help others who are missing a loved one at Christmas. So if you do want to hear a bit more about what me and the children do at Christmas to remember Lee, you can find the blog over on our website. To help support our families here at Scotties, we've pulled together different resources and we also held our Christmas annual event as well. So some of the resources that we shared were things like self-care tips for parents and carers and like a ways to remember at Christmas time poster. There's so much we can do at Scotties that helps prepare our families for the emotions that they're going to feel at Christmas and sort of give them a bit of a guidance and things that they can do to help their children and young people. At the start of December, we held our annual Christmas party. Scotties Christmas parties are two-day events which focus on creating fun and memorable experiences for all our members, so no matter what their age or capability. All the activities are designed to encourage well-being, confidence, communication and team building, but most of all, they're all about raising smiles. They provide the perfect opportunity for our members to make friends and get to know other bereaved military children and young people, all whilst in a safe and relaxed environment. Although the parties are part of our Smiles programme and they are all about having fun and providing the chance for our members to smile and get to know others, Scotties are very aware that just by being surrounded by other bereaved forces children can trigger some real strong emotions. And this is why we always make sure that we have a safe space area at the event so that if it all gets a bit too much, the members always have somewhere quieter they can go and they can chat. And our dedicated child and young person support worker, Mark, is always on hand for those guys as well and often seen in that room. It was wonderful to see so many of our members relaxing, building their confidence and developing friendships throughout the event. Seeing the children with smiles on their faces absolutely means the world. We know how many challenges these young people face and how certain times of the year can be really difficult. So it means so much to see them all at the Christmas event enjoying themselves. If you haven't seen the video from the party yet, I would suggest taking a look. It really shows you a bit of an insight as to what happens at this event. You can watch that video by simply clicking on the link in the top corner now. Over the Christmas period, we also sent out 415 gifts to all our bereaved children and young people so that they had them ready to open on Christmas Day. The aim of sending a gift is to just reassure the members that they're not alone and also to acknowledge that this time of year is difficult and to remind them that they have a supportive community here at Scotties around them. It's by no means an easy task to send out over 100 gifts to children and young people all over the country, and we even have members that live abroad as well, so it is a massive job. And we don't just send the gifts either, you know, and think, nice one, job done. We make sure that we track them, we make sure they all arrive in time, we monitor that, and we also evaluate after Christmas as well to make sure that we're selecting the right thing for our members. Scotties always puts a lot of thought behind the gifts that we send. So this year's gift was a gift voucher, but along with the gift voucher was a challenge coin. And for anyone that doesn't know what a challenge coin is, I've got one here. This was what the children and young people received this year. So you can see inside. It's a small coin that shows the organisation's emblem and is carried by that organisation's members. So these are also often carried by service personnel, and they're used widely within the military community. So we thought it had a really perfect fit for our members. When a year comes to the end, you often look back on it, don't you, and reflect on everything that's happened. And I think that actually I've been able to do that a bit over the Christmas period. When we had that break off, I spent a little bit of time just sort of thinking to myself how far the charity's come. And although we get quite frustrated at times because things aren't moving as fast as we can, just for different reasons, actually we did achieve a lot in 2022 and we moved forward, and that's the main thing. I feel like there's too many highlights to mention in this sit rep, but actually myself and Stuart did sit down and we picked out our top 5 highlights of 2022. And if you fancy hearing what our top 5 were and you want to watch that video, you can just click here. So with 2022 now completed, the team are fully focused on looking ahead. And as I said at the start of this sit rep, we're really excited for 2023 and the plans that we have set. Next month, I'm going to share a lot more detail about those plans. But before I say goodbye, I wanted to share some really exciting news with you. So yesterday, I made the journey all the way down to Devon to receive the keys for a brand new lodge. Yay! This is our 7th holiday home and it has been fully funded by Forces Support. So a massive thank you to those guys. All of the holiday homes that we have are located on haven sites all around the UK. And they are a great opportunity for our members to have some respite and a chance to make some new happy memories. They can also be the perfect environment to spark those really important conversations about a loved one. So when a parent dies, there's so much pain and heartache, so much darkness surrounding the families, and sometimes just getting away from the house, having a change of scenery, and having some time out can have a huge positive impact on them. Obviously, it won't make everything better or take the pain away, but actually it can really help them to relax, to focus, and even help them to process what's been happening. Even years after the death of a parent, a child will experience trigger points where they find themselves overwhelmed by their grief all over again. And this will probably happen throughout their childhood. Sometimes they can be doing okay, and then something happens and that pain button is pushed and their grief has taken over again. As Scotties, we understand that, and we understand that sometimes taking a break to escape daily life is just what's needed, and that can have such a positive impact. That's why our breaks are still such an important part of the support that we offer here at Scotties. We're now going to start to add all the extras, so things like the signage that goes up and the posters, the bedding, the toys, the Xbox console, all the home comforts, so that families can feel relaxed and secure as soon as they step inside the lodge. It's very exciting and we can't wait to get it ready. It's going to be ready to open in March for our families to start using. I think that's it. It kind of wraps up 2022. Looking forward to sharing those 2023 plans with you next month and letting you know how you can play your part in helping Scotties to achieve those plans. So make sure you don't miss it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Scotties TV, and if you hit the bell button, you'll be notified every time we upload a new video, so you'll never ever miss a sit rep. See you then. Don't forget, if you want to check out the highlights video that I spoke about, you can click this video just on my left here. And if you missed the video from the Christmas party, you really need to take a look, and you can just click that one underneath there.